Brexit. Issues to feature the 53-member grouping's two-day summit include ocean conservation, cybersecurity, trade, plastic waste issue, and the Queen's successor as a Commonwealth head, while Queen Elizabeth backed her son, Prince Charles, to take on her role in the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth leaders joined in the first CHOGM in 1971 in Singapore, while the last one was hosted by Malta in 2015, as the summit is held once every 2 years in the member states on rotation basis, but this pattern has twice been interrupted so far. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina held a bilateral meeting with the Indian counterpart Narendra Modi on the sidelines of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. The two premiers held a meeting at Lancaster House yesterday afternoon and discussed issues related to bilateral interest. Replying to a question of journalists that whether Rohingya and Tista issues came up for discussion, the Foreign Secretary said all the issues were discussed at the meeting. Our special correspondent from London, Asifur Rahman, said the Bangladesh and Indian Prime Ministers also discussed the issue of Commonwealth. 14-party spokesman and Health Minister Mohammad Naseem has said Ghazipur and Khulna city election is vital for defeating BNP Jamaat, the patron of communal forces. He said this after a meeting of 14-party at Dhanmondi Awami League President's political office in Dhaka today. General Secretary of Bangladesh Sammyabadi Dol Dilip Borwa, Chairman of Torikot Federation Najibul Bashar Maj Bhandari MP, General Secretary of Ganotantri Party Dr. Shahadat Hussain, and Presidium Member of Awami League Dr. Abdul Razak, among others, were present. Mohammad Naseem said the 14-party alliance supports the Awami League candidates in Ghazipur and Khulna elections. The 14-party will organize a rally soon, marking the historic Mujibnagar Day, he added.
Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obadul Kader has said BNP is trying to create a rift between the government and the army through their evil demand for troop deployment in local government elections. He said this while speaking at a function on tourism in Cox's Bazar at a hotel in the capital today. Obadul Kader said government has adopted all necessary steps to flourish country's tourism industry. Deputy Managing Director of White End Resort Faria Mahbub Piasha chaired the function, while actor Ilyas Kanchan also spoke. Speakers stressed on building world-class resort hotels along with intensified security measures for increased number of tourists visiting Cox's Bazar. Information Minister Hasanul Haq Inu has said, to win battle for democracy and economic war for prosperity without discrimination, elections need to be held in time, and also Razakars, militants and their cohort need to be kept out of politics. He said this at the inaugural session of First National Compliance Carnival at the Boshundhara Convention Center in Dhaka today. Garment industry representatives, including former BGMEA President Atikul Islam and Export Association of Bangladesh Vice President Mohammad Hatim, were present. The Information Minister said there is no alternative to rejecting and controlling anti-women entities like communalists, Setul Hujur, Razakars and their patrons to ensure continued participation of women in industrial and manufacturing processes. Hasanul Haq Inu stressed on local and international compliance in making garment for local and international markets.
Now, international news. There is no room in Cuba for those who strive for the restoration of capitalism. Miguel Diaz-Canel said this in his inaugural address after swearing in as Cuba's new president. Miguel replaced Raúl Castro, who took over from his ailing brother Fidel in 2006. It is the first time since the revolution in 1959 that Castro is not at the helm of the government. Diaz-Canel had been serving as first vice president for the past 5 years. Raul Castro is expected to continue wielding considerable political influence in his role as the leader of Cuba's ruling Communist Party. Syria has returned to France the prestigious Legion d'Honneur presented to President Bashar al-Assad, saying he would not wear the award of a country that was a slave to America. The move comes days after France said a disciplinary procedure for withdrawing the award was underway. France recently joined the US and Britain in bombing Syrian targets over an alleged chemical weapons attack. The award was returned to France via the Romanian embassy in Damascus. President Assad was decorated with the highest class of the award, the Grand Croix, in 2001, after he took power following the death of his father.
A Malaysian jet carrying 139 people that aborted its takeoff and skidded into mud forced Kathmandu airport to shut down for more than 12 hours until the plane was moved today. Nobody was injured in the incident, but hundreds of passengers had flights cancelled and all incoming flights were diverted after the Malindo Airlines Boeing 737 went off the runway late Thursday. After a ban of 35 years, Saudi Arabia has freed cinema for public viewing with Hollywood blockbuster Black Panther. Though the opening was a private invitation-only screening in a converted Riyadh concert hall on 18 April 2018, cinema was opened for the public from today. In 2017, the Saudi government said it would lift the ban as a part of ambitious economic and social reforms that include retaining money that Saudis currently spend on entertainment in trips to Dubai, Bahrain and elsewhere. To serve a population of more than 32 million, most of whom are under the age of 30, the authorities plan to set up around 350 cinemas with over 2,500 screens by 2030, which they hope will attract nearly $1 billion in annual ticket sales. Despite decades of ultra-conservative dogma, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has pushed through a number of major social reforms with support from his father, King Salman, to satiate the desires of the country's majority young population. If you have ever visited a hospital, then you have likely seen IVs delivering fluids into arms of sick patients. But the officials in southern India have just hooked the world's second oldest banyan tree up to a saline drip in the hopes of saving its life. The Telangana Forest Department is administering saline treatment to a centuries-old tree in Mahbubnagar district of the state to save its life. The 700-year-old ficus tree is a huge tourist attraction in Telangana, India, and according to the Times of India, its roots spread across 3 acres. The tree is known to locals as Bilala Mari because it has sprouted so many branches. In fact, it has become such a popular tourist attraction because all of those branches, many as thick as trunks themselves, now render it nearly impossible to see the tree's original trunk. In December of 2017, however, after years of foot traffic and a rampant termite infestation, one of Pilalamari's storied branches came crashing down amidst visitors, causing officials to shut the attraction to the public. Now, hundreds of chloropyrifos bottles hang from the tree's branches like saline drips, delivering the life-saving solution more directly to the sites of the problem.
Now news on sports. Chennai Super Kings are now batting against Rajasthan Royals in the lone match of IPL. Chennai Super Kings scored 202 runs for 4 wickets in 20 overs when reports last came in. Earlier, Rajasthan won the toss and sent Chennai to bat first at Pune Maharashtra Cricket Stadium. And now to end the bulletin, a recap of the top stories. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina participating in the concluding session of 25th Commonwealth Summit. Party to support Awami League candidates in Ghazipur and Khulna City Corporation elections, affirms Mohammad Naseem. BNP trying to create rift between government and army, demanding troop deployment in city corporation election, says Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir. Timely elections and keeping the Razakars away needed to win economic war for prosperity, comments Information Minister. New Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel sworn in, vows to keep the country on path of revolution. And Chennai Super Kings facing Rajasthan Royals in tonight's IPL match.
That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. We invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla news. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.
জীবন ও স্বাস্থ্য সুরক্ষায় বাংলাদেশ নিরাপদ খাদ্য কর্তৃপক্ষের বার্তা।